welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts, myself, Liam, Greg, Lucas, Waz. This is our 100th episode.
Yay!
Woo!
Yes.
If you've been here from the beginning, we really appreciate it, and we hope that you're here for the next 100 or however many there are. If you're new, though, make sure you hit like, comment down below, subscribe, follow along on all social media. We are on majority of it. This is a bit of a different episode, but not really, because yet again, we're starting in the Premier League.
How's it different?
Because there's not as much to talk about.
Well, maybe. I don't know. If you look around Europe, there's little bits here and there.
Little bits, but nothing huge.
The Premier League's always nice.
Stick around to the end of the episode, though. We will have a little highlight clip of some of our best moments or funniest moments.
That we could find
in an hour and a half's time. So yeah, stick around to the end for that, or timestamps will be in the description. We're kicking it off, of course, with Liverpool versus Chelsea, by far the biggest match of the Premier League this week. Our resident Liverpool fan, Mr. Lucas, tell us your thoughts.
It was concerning towards the end, but it's 3 points. I will take the 3 points against Chelsea, especially after what happened midweek. And go on 6-win streak. Let's make it 9.
I'm disappointed I wasn't here for our Champions League Week 1 review, because I would have ripped into you.
Why? Because we've lost for once?
Well, that and Van Dijk actually made a mistake.
You love Van Dijk.
I do love Van Dijk, but he made a mistake.
He didn't make
Van Dijk is human? What?
Yeah. Hey.
One of my favorite moments in this game was watching when they sent a through ball in. Van Dijk went back to defend it, and then after he's just stared down Adrian, being why didn't you come to that?
Yeah.
He looked like he was gonna kill him or something. Honestly,
I mean, Van Dijk's very commanding in the game.
He runs the back line.
I like that.
Let's start though at the beginning of the game. Liverpool, they do strike first.
Yes.
But I think Chelsea had their fair few chances in the opening 20 minutes or
the
so.
goal caught off
They did.
sidebar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before the second goal.
Yeah, Liverpool did strike first through
Trent
Trent
Alexander-Arnold.
and a fantastic set piece.
Great assist by Mo Salah.
It was
really nice.
Disappointed Mane didn't do much.
I mean,
you just have it on your fantasy.
Exactly, yes. And drop me points.
I mean, you could tell it was a training ground set
Yeah.
piece. So you know what? Credit to them. They're working hard off field. But yes, the VAR offside no goal decision.
on Chelsea's
Chelsea,
potential
yes.
first goal.
Yeah, it was scored at the end by Cesar Azpilicueta, but it was Mason Mount deemed offside, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Barely offside, but hey, it's offside.
He was offside.
He was
by a foot
offside.
or so. I mean, his back leg.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just VAR
we
now.
will get into offside for the VAR in a little bit here. So
Yeah, that was a big one.
People were complaining about this one, but
was it a big one or the world's smallest one?
I guess the
Honestly, yeah,
world's
that
smallest
was
one,
wild.
'cause that changed the game.
VAR is-
but we'll get to that.
VAR's not messing around.
well, this changed the game. But
Oh, it
right-
would
It
have.
did.
Yeah.
And, I saw the goal be decided as a no goal by VAR. Geez, I took too quick. And I said, okay, next goal is huge. It's either game on or game done. And 2 minutes later, Firmino steps up. Nobody picks him up the entire time. He's just standing in the center of the box going,
like,
okay, guys, I'm here.
No one gonna
No
mark
one
me.
picks him up. So he just jumps, not even very high, and heads it home.
This was great for my fantasy team.
Okay,
Firmino
whatever.
and
I don't
Robertson.
want to hear about your fantasy team. I don't want to hear about. All I hear is Liverpool this and that. That's all I hear about your team winning. Congrats.
Welcome to my life 6 years ago.
Did you have Raheem Sterling on your fantasy
No, I
team?
did.
Do you have
I-
Robertson, Lucas?
I'm
Is that?
Bernardo.
Oh, so it was good too. Yeah.
Bernardo.
You did very well then.
Yeah. No, actually, no. That was all that happened. But
Anyways,
Okay, let's
yeah.
focus on
no,
this.
we're not talking about fantasy.
So 2-0 going into halftime, and then going into the second half, there is some back and forth. Liverpool had some chances, Chelsea had some chances, but
Liverpool took their foot off the pedal.
A
Honestly,
little bit, yeah.
I mean Chelsea weren't really creating the most dangerous chances for a while in this half.
no, they weren't. No.
But then poor defending from Fabinho and then no one closing down Conte after he got by Fabinho.
It's a great goal.
It was a really nice goal.
Great goal. I was pissed off though. I thought
I'm sure.
that you can't.
There was
let him
four
shoot.
defenders around
He
him.
turned Fabinho, and then no one came in to close down.
Yeah.
Fabinho's yelling at Henderson to come tight, come tight. No one does.
Yeah, like
Van Dijk goes to step up. He's too far away. So yeah, he was in a perfect little bubble. It was a great hit by N'Golo
yeah,
Kante.
like Fabinho. He could have done better. He should have
He should have, yeah.
He kind of was like walking while chasing him, sort of.
Yeah.
But then he should have covered when you're in that position. You should have someone covering you.
But let's be honest, no one can stop N'Golo Kante.
Not when he's like that.
He's
Yeah, it was
just
beautiful. It was beautiful.
the best.
He's the saint. He's the saint of the Premier League.
Saint Conte.
That's perfect. I love it.
Saint
Nice. That's a
N'Golo.
nice ring to it.
Saint N'Golo.
Good
Did you hear
ring.
the comment Jamie Vardy made when they first signed him to Leicester? He was like, "I don't need a car. I'll just run to training." It's like, no, you can't. Like, you have to drive. But yeah,
Yeah, but it wasn't enough. But Chelsea had some chances. One including Batshuayi's header, which he
should have scored.
should have gotten it on target at least.
Yeah.
But he missed the net. And I think there was like another one I can't remember. But the game ended 2-1. Liverpool not looking great towards the end, but they pulled through.
They got the 3
They
points
got
at
3
Stamford
points,
Bridge.
and that's huge because yes, it was away, and you know what? It keeps them that little bit ahead of Manchester
Every
City.
point. Yeah, they need every point.
Man City's pissed.
Let's quickly go to Manchester City. Let's discuss that one. I think let's take 8 seconds. Let's do that.
8 seconds. 1 goal, 2 goals,
Yeah.
3 goals, 4 goals, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8.
it ends 8-0 for Manchester City over Watford. And yes, Lucas, I can admit, yes, last week I said, or 2 weeks ago I said, there's not a 9-0 win. The Premier League's different. It's changed. I don't know what the hell happened. I gotta be honest, okay? Man City's good, and Watford are crap. So the perfect storm happened, and 8-0.
This was the FA Cup final last year.
The final was 5-0, wasn't it?
6-0?
6?
I think it was 6.
Not much of a
Cra-
difference.
No, not really,
crazy.
yeah.
Like
The difference was
City
Kevin
likes
De
to play.
Bruyne.
City likes to play
All we saw
Watford.
is Bernardo Silva. And
I think
Kevin
we're
De
all
Bruyne.
forgetting this main talking point. Man City are without center backs and Leroy Sané.
And they're still doing
What
this.
would the score have been if they had all those pieces?
The thing is,
Maybe
like,
8-0.
could be 28-0 at this
Just
point.
because
the-
one player comes
the thing is, they didn't even have Sterling playing,
They had-
and we were considering. We're talking about him being like
Yeah, that's
the
true.
future Ballon
I
d'Or.
think
winner,
it
like.
could have been like 11-0, you know.
Yes, but this
Sterling
lineup is
and-
still.
It's
this
well,
lineup
it's
should
what we
win
ta-
the Premier League.
it's what we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
City's team is stacked.
I mean, yeah.
and their
City's
bench
starting
is
11
stacked.
and their bench could both win the Premier League individually. Yeah, 100%.
Who's on the bench for like they got
Sterling,
Gundogan,
Gundogan, Jesus.
Cancelo. Like why do you
Cancelo.
João Cancelo just chilling there? Like
He's
They
only
don't
played
need
like
him.
12 minutes
They
this
don't
year.
That
need
signing
him.
was
he's so
so.
pretty. He was so good.
You just don't need him.
I know, but why do you?
I don't know. I still don't get that signing, to be honest.
I think it's like just like Man City saying, you know what,
We can.
we Liverpool are trying to match us.
If like Kyle Walker could play center back, then I can understand that signing. So then just put
Yeah.
him center back, put Cancelo out wide. But if Walker's not going to play center back, I don't understand.
I
That
think
signing.
one concern is that with João Cancelo is that his position is not too good, so that could cost them in games if he's too high up the field and City get countered. But it's
Like
still
they did against Norwich.
he'll do well in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
no EFL Cup.
Well, I mean, the Carabao Cup. You mean?
I don't know what it's
There's
called.
like 7 different cups in England.
So I think we're done with that one, quite frankly.
I mean, I thought De Bruyne was on fire. You know,
Well, the entire- they
Bernardo
scored
Silva-
8 goals.
It
Their
was
entire team was on
phenomenal.
fire.
It sometimes makes you wonder who is actually better, Liverpool or City.
Well,
And this,
wait,
I don't think either or is like better than one another.
I guess
think they're equal in their own different way. It's like
I mean, when the two teams do face each other, quite often it's a very close match.
the way I've
Yeah.
seen it right now. It's like Liverpool, City, then pure garbage. Like Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Spurs.
Yeah,
I
it's-
almost
it's-
forgot Spurs.
Well,
They don't
it's
even
kinda
come
true.
near.
Let's go
We're-
talk about Spurs.
One more
wait.
thing. One more thing. I think Benjamin Mendy got injured that game too.
Well,
didn't
he gets injured
So-
every 12 months or
Yeah, so that's
5
another
months.
defender gone for City.
Also,
so.
City are the first. Apparently, they're the first team to score 8 goals and concede 8 goals in the Premier League era.
I mean,
enough.
I think Man City are the best team to have injury problems. Like, they can have an injury crisis and they can still win the league.
But they are.
Yeah.
They have no defenders.
Oh my, especially Ben. Oh God! Like last year, they lose to Kevin De Bruyne for how many months? Win the league.
Yeah.
Lose a couple defenders. Win 8-0. And Watford,
Watford's
Watford.
are in trouble.
yeah, I think
They've already changed the manager.
Watford,
What are they gonna do now? Sack their manager?
and they
Could
might
happen.
have to join Fulham in the championship. So
Yeah.
Tottenham, they faced off against Leicester City. These
But-
are
Tottenham, bunch of frauds. Like that's all you can say.
okay.
I mean, did you watch
These are
this
two
game?
teams that I think both want to challenge for a top 6 position this year.
Tottenham wants to be in the Champions League.
Yeah, but
That's
Tottenham
not happening.
are
Well, right
a,
now, it's
for a joke of a club.
They won the Champions League final
When was
3
the last time
months
they-
ago.
when was
I
the
wouldn't
last-
say they're
deserve
a
to be
joke.
Champions
When was the
final.
last
If you get to a Champions League final, you deserve it.
I mean, yes.
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
they did play well in the
They did
Champions League.
good.
They beat City.
Yeah, that was
They
their
beat City.
big
They
moment.
beat.
Yeah, they did.
Barca,
They did
like,
well. That was
they did
their-
good.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
They,
but
they won in the semifinals. If you win in the semifinal, you deserve to go to the
Pochettino
Champions League.
is
okay,
final.
gone.
let's be real here. They won the semifinals in the last second.
It's still a win.
I'm
Like
just
Lynn said
saying,
last
I'm
week,
just
if you win in
saying.
penalties, it's still a win.
That's good for. Anyways, let's get to the match.
Pochettino is gone.
No.
They lose.
Who's gonna sign for them?
Who do you sign for them?
Who are they gonna hire?
Who gives a shit? He's gone.
Claudio Ranieri? He's still.
No, but what I'm saying, he doesn't care who they sign or who they reappoint. They're gonna say, Pochettino's be like, you know what, I'm out of here. I already deal with A, all these players that have issues with contracts or not getting paid enough for this or that, and B, I want to go to a team that's actually able to win something.
Okay, let's. Yeah.
They're not going to win the Premier League anytime soon.
Let's
I don't see them redoing the Champions League run.
No, clearly
An
not
FA
at all.
Cup, ooh yay! Put that in your trophy
They'll
cabinet.
go to Europa League.
I mean, they'll it's a trophy league.
Yeah,
A trophy's a trophy.
No.
but
Because there's a lot of teams that you say that to. though, like-
Pochettino, honestly, I know he wouldn't go there, but oh my god, please go rescue Barcelona.
yeah,
He won't.
He won't go there because he's not a Barcelona guy. But it's like, oh my god, Valverde needs to get out. Perfect slot in
Can we
Pochettino.
discuss Leicester and Tottenham?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's talk about the
actually,
game.
sorry.
Let's talk about the
Sorry.
game.
You just brought up Pochettino, even though he's not going to get sacked.
Yeah, no.
He's not gonna get sacked. He's gonna walk out. He's gonna go, peace out, bitches. I'm out.
It won't
I'd have
happen.
to
It
put
won't
it on.
happen yet.
But let's give credit to Leicester. They won 2-1. It was a good victory. Good
2-1
goals.
from Leicester.
What a goal by Harry Kane, though.
laying on
honest.
his stomach with great goal.
I think you're right. Leicester's the dark horse this year.
Well, not a dark horse in terms of winning the Premier League. But
No, but like being
Top
challenging
six.
for top 6, even top 4.
But
maybe,
Leicester's been the same with the other teams as well. They've been inconsistent as well.
Oh no, I think
To an
I think they
extent.
got unlucky against United. Let's be real here.
They didn't
they
play good
didn't
against
play
United.
well against United. They
Yeah,
went
they-
for the wrong play style.
Yeah, they lost United because United could only score maybe sometimes from not open play.
Yeah.
Like
They
Fair
do,
enough.
yeah, but Leicester do win 2-1. James Madison with a great goal at the end of the game to win
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
but
Is he the potential next young English starlet?
Oh my!
I know there's
Okay,
100
there's
million.
there's
of them.
just, wait, there's too many of
Look
them.
at
so-
Mason
No,
Mount
he's-
to Chelsea.
Like what's the point you're looking for? Like
I just think he's a fantastic.
Yeah,
quality.
He's really
yeah,
good.
so was Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, so I
Mason Mount's
I
really
see
good,
Madison being the guy United needs next
Oh
season.
yeah, we need a
You-
lot of players.
you
No,
can
but
say that a lot
Lucas,
about
let's be
all-
honest. A creative midfielder is needed desperately at Old Trafford.
It's not
I mean,
It's true.
The creative players are
Just to
required.
get
everywhere.
Rashford into that space to actually
Get
score.
Rashford out too. The guy can't
Okay,
score
let's relax. We'll
consistently.
Anyways.
we'll talk about them soon.
Anyways, let's talk
I-
about what the main thing about this
I'm
game.
just driving this conversation off.
I know,
topic
it's
every
like-
chance I get.
You're the one that was like, "Oh, this is such a big game because
It
of what
was a big
happened."
game.
Harry,
But then you're not talking about.
Yeah,
You want to explain what happened, Liam?
What do you want me to talk about?
The VAR.
Oh,
that's a big moment. Yeah.
VAR. Basically, Heung-min Son was offside by half of a millimeter. Like it was
Like-
the tightest I've ever seen. Like it was like his shorts were
Shows how
offside.
like
Yeah.
perfect they want to be though.
But
How strict they are.
but reality is, offside is offside, and
Yeah.
it's fair for all. It's not like someone's picking and choosing who's offside. It clearly shows that he was offside.
Whoever picked that out in the VAR room must have like
No, that was
eagle eye.
ridiculous. Like, how
They have
fast did it?
technology.
How long did
I'm
it take? Does
saying.
anyone know like how long that took, or if it was
The
really
game
fast?
was too early, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I saw highlights.
Can we also
That's it.
just say Harry Kane's finish was phenomenal?
He was laying on his
We,
stomach.
we talked about
Yeah.
that at the
Oh,
beginning.
no.
No, we did. I tried mentioning it, but you
Me and Liam talked about it.
Yeah,
it's a great goal. Great goal.
It was.
He
It
was-
was.
He was
It
it
was.
phenomenal.
it was a great finish. There was
And-
all 3 goals in this game are actually pretty decent goals.
Yeah.
So was the VAR goal actually.
Yeah,
Where's
Good
goal?
credit.
But
Leicester.
so here's the thing. that millimeter, that would have been if they counted it, that's 2-0 for Spurs.
It could,
that probably could have finished the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same as the Chelsea-Liverpool game. It's a little bit different because...
But Leicester did have a goal disallowed as well in the 17th minute through Ayoze Perez.
Yeah.
They bundled it over, but it was deemed as a handball or was it offside?
Handball?
Handball?
I don't know. I forget.
No, that one was offside. But, like, he was actually offside, in that one.
Yes. Spurs.
Well, the Sun was... I don't even know what to say. I guess so. Like it was way too close.
Spurs are garbage. Simple as that.
Just because they get unlucky?
No, have you seen them this season?
They've been very inconsistent.
How are they doing in the Champions League again?
They tied Olympiacos.
Yeah.
Olympiacos, good team.
No, you praised them on the last podcast.
Yeah. But anyways.
Like I said, though, I think just all the top 6 teams, other than Liverpool and City, I guess
The
City lost a game too,
teams
but they're inconsistent.
Except for the 2 golden crowns at the top.
Can you really call the top 6 anymore if the top 6 don't finish in the top 6?
No, because it's slowly turning into...
Because Leicester could be up there.
Slowly starting to La Liga.
Yeah.
Come on, don't go there.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Well, I mean,
La Liga has like a top 4, and then that's it.
Like, as of right now, you got West Ham, you got Bournemouth. You know, they're up there doing good bits. Leicester, like you mentioned.
What is the standings right now?
Right now is Liverpool first, Man City second.
Well, before we get into standings, let's talk about
the other games.
Let's talk about the tire fire that's still Manchester United.
So,
Greg will be joining you next season in the championship.
Who says we're not coming up?
The day Fulham's in the Premier League, and United's the championship. The day Waz just walks.
The day we lose, United loses every sponsor they have.
Fulham's been
Ole
garbage
is
too.
at the wheel, and he's hit a few trees.
I think it's too early.
It's too early to let Ole go.
I mean, it's the same. United was terrible at the beginning of last season, and they picked it up. We'll see if they can do it
The
again.
issue is they're spending a shit ton of money,
and they're not picking
and they're
up the right
playing
pieces.
like garbage.
but they also sold Lukaku, which
was stupid in my opinion. Like,
but that brings money. But they didn't use that money.
They didn't use that money to
No.
get something.
to sign Moussa Dembele.
I guess like it pays off Maguire, but then they didn't do anything with the money that they received. So it's like
Okay, so I was watching the first half and some of the second half. United, they showed nothing.
no.
Absolutely nothing.
They have no creativity. They have no ability to slice through a line.
No midfield, no
The
depth.
midfield is weak. The fact that Juan Mata is starting for you guys, it
I mean,
shows your lack of depth.
I love Juan Mata.
Oh, I
he
do
should
too,
be
but
a
he's
starter.
I'll be sad when he leaves the club. He's been great.
He should
but-
not be a starter.
No. There's a lot of players on this team that should not be stars. Like Nemanja Matic, who thinks he's like...
You
still-
guys really needed to get Bruno
Yeah,
Fernandes, to be
yeah.
honest.
Oh,
That would have
I
made your
I
team.
was saying that, and you guys are like, no.
That guy,
We weren't saying
he kicked
no,
down a
it's
door this weekend. 2 doors this weekend.
Fair enough.
He got a red card, kicked 2 doors down.
He doesn't want to be there no more.
And then he's like,
It's like, why am
I'll pay for them.
It's like, I'm out of Portugal. See you, boys.
But, Waz, I'll give you some credit for something about United for once. Wan-Bissaka, he's actually probably the best defensive right back in the Premier League.
Yeah, defensively, I think he's really
okay,
good.
I was going to say
No.
Trent.
I mean, Trent's got everything, right? He's
Trent's not bad defensively, but yeah, offensively.
He's offensive.
Trent's a tool shed, but Wan-Bissaka, yeah. I mean, I think our defense is fine, but we need to score goals.
Yeah, your
Your
defensive
midfield.
line in theory
Yeah,
is okay.
it's okay to concede 1 or 2 goals a game, but if you're not scoring goals, it's
It doesn't give you the
yeah.
your team the confidence to
scoring.
actually.
Jose Mourinho says we were bad last season, and he hasn't seen any improvement.
No.
He thinks he's gotten worse, and that's sad.
And like your midfield, we talk about your midfield going forward with Bruno Fernandes, but defensively, you're not doing much either. Like your back line has no coverage from your center defensive midfielders.
No.
Like
Yeah.
Matic and McTominay. I like McTominay, but
Yeah,
he's not.
And I
Controlling
don't know. I
it.
feel like Matic thinks he's still can play with the best.
No,
Yeah, no, your legs are
Well,
gone, man.
you have to think that you can play with the best
no,
to be the best.
No, I
but-
mean he thinks he's like
He thinks he's 25 again.
yeah, essentially. No, man,
he's actually 35.
You're still you're championship quality, mate. No, I'm sorry, Greg. Sorry for pegging you like that.
why is there's a lot of teams in the championship. There's
Well,
a
fine,
lot of
he's-
players in the
he sends us
Screw
championship.
you, Wigan.
Send him to Celtic. They'll give him a good
He
paycheck.
would probably be the best player in Scotland at this point.
But in the first half, West Ham wasn't showing much either. But United were allowing them to have the ball.
We created some good chances in the second half. We should have at least had 1 or 2, but Fabianski was playing pretty well. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's positive.
Like, you brought on Jesse Lingard,
no.
Fred,
This is the thing.
and Angel Gomez.
No, it's
Marcus Rashford got injured in the 60th
60th
minute, and we
minute.
brought on Jesse Lingard to play center forward.
Yeah.
Because Mason Greenwood apparently was having some form of mouth, like he's getting his tonsils removed, so he couldn't play. But it's United, so we're gonna rely on.
that's the thing. Like, if
Why
when
did
you
I bring on Tahith?
I don't know. We brought in Angel Gomez
I heard
Yeah.
Tahith was
at,
crap on
at
Thursday.
a late time.
What?
I heard Tahith was crap on Thursday.
Hey, don't you hear?
I mean, it
Tahith,
wasn't
Charles?
great. I mean, we only beat Astana 1-0 at home.
That says
We
a lot.
relied on a
I mean,
17-year-old.
this is the thing. Like, you look at United's like bench, and it's like there's
It's
nothing.
not good.
There's
It's
nothing
so young
special there.
players.
It's not the
it's-
United bench of 15 years ago.
Yeah,
10 years
you
ago.
look like 4 years ago or whatever. Just then, like you see City and United going head to head like that, and longer than 4 years. But like you said, like United was that team.
Well,
and
United's
now
always
where-
had a fantastic goal scorer, whether it's Rooney
Yeah.
or Van Nistelrooy or Chicharito even in its prime,
Yeah.
Ronaldo. You're telling me Rashford and Mata is your goal scorers?
Yeah, like
Pereira,
Rashford hasn't been playing too hot. Like
Rashford currently
our
this
best
season,
player is Daniel James right now.
he's got 3 goals, 1 assist in 6 matches played. Rashford this season.
Yeah.
That's not.
you guys got rid of Lukaku and you didn't
You didn't
replace him.
No,
And which is weird.
but the thing is, who would they have replaced him
we
with?
could have gone to Haller or whatever his name is, Aller, the West Ham guy.
So my thing is, okay, United's no longer a top attraction to European talents. You're not gonna get Lewandowski. You're not gonna get Suarez. You're not gonna get those top
That's
talents.
what we gotta do what Liverpool did and go for kind of like medium rated play.
Well, you have to scout.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to go for Mo Salah, and then he turns into a star.
Yeah, and same with
Mane,
Firmino,
for
same with
example.
Mane.
What happened with Bruno Fernandes?
I don't
Did he decline or is it
Apparently
just
he was
fault?
closer with Spurs than
Yeah,
United.
United
apparently United was like, no, he was never actually on the table. It's like, this is a very exciting player that you need in your
I
team.
don't think we should sack Ole after like 6 games.
No, I wouldn't sack him. I was just.
I think
bringing
that
up
he
the
needs
point.
time, just like Frank Lampard needs time.
Because if you're gonna sack him, who are you gonna bring in? Another
Exactly.
guy that's gonna be a
Exactly.
mouthpiece.
That's what I mean.
And like some people are like, oh, he needs financial backing. He's had plenty of financial backing. It's
But I
getting
think as
the
a
right
club
people.
isn't allowing him to sign the players he wants for some reason. They're like, eh.
You just go sign all the Norwegian players
and
again.
then it's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
No, I mean, United have to go back to what they did when Ferguson first came in. I don't know if any of you have. No, I'm sure you've read his thing. But when he came from Aberdeen, he founded such a great scouting network that each like major school in the area had someone there to see the next young talent coming through. Now, I know that's not what's going to happen now, but finding those young talents, going across Europe,
Like
building a new class of '92.
I'm reading the replies. Bring Ferguson back. Is that who we're actually going to rely on to get us back to the top? We have to go back to the guy.
Could you imagine if you just came back for
That's
one
actually
season?
that's so sad. That's
No,
so
like
sad.
you need to get your players
Yeah.
need to do better.
Why is it that Man City can go get any manager they want and still win the Premier League?
I mean, they didn't win the Premier League all the time before Pep Guardiola. They won it sometimes.
No, I think they sometimes, not all the time. They still won it with Pellegrini, the one other guy,
Mancini.
Mancini,
Roberto
yeah,
Mancini.
and then Guardiola now. Like they're winning titles with whoever's in charge.
But they're
So is Chelsea.
they're
Well,
they're
was.
spending huge cash, but they're signing great players.
Yeah, that's the thing. They know they have a.
They see someone they want, they get them.
Unfortunately, maybe it is the Glazers. That's the problem. Is the root.
I still think it's Ed Woodward. Honestly, I don't know how that guy's in a job.
It's. I don't think the blame is that one person. It's probably a collective thing.
Did you see the little clip of Phil Jones and Ed Woodward today?
No.
It was caught on camera. It was somebody read their lips. Phil Jones, he was bantering, sacked in the morning, and then Ed Woodward turns to him. He's like, "We're on camera. Shut up."
Well, I saw a clip of
Phil Jones is gonna get executed from the club.
I saw a clip of Rio Ferdinand, talking to like the United fan TV. He was like, give Ole time. He's still the right man.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we need him out now. I was like,
No.
okay, let's relax.
I mean, it is kind of concerning. This we haven't won an away game since PSG.
yeah,
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like we had all the luck in the world. It's like gone.
yeah.
Mourinho, who's a pundit on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
I love Mourinho and Sky Sports. He's so good.
I mean, he's kind of spot
so
on.
good.
Yeah, that's what United are missing. His response in this moment. everything.
He's
It's-
right.
it's
He's
true.
right.
De Gea's not playing like De Gea anymore. The back line is, has the right players, but they're conceding 2 goals to West Ham.
I'm sure a big part of that's their midfield
Yeah,
not
and
helping
in the
them out.
midfield, defensively, they're shambolic. Attackingly, they have nothing. And then your front three is like a wet napkin. Like, it has no attacking force.
Yeah.
He also said we were bad last season, and I don't see any improvement.
No.
Yeah.
Is this your official Jose Mourinho accent? Or
I was wondering about that.
trademarked by Lucas is basically Luigi, but there you go.
Very nice.
Since turning 30 years old, this is random. Zlatan has scored 300 goals for club and country. I'm
Zlatan
sorry.
says great.
I'm sorry. Lucas had it on
I'm literally
there.
wearing the Zlatan
Yeah.
jersey right now.
But yeah, United are in shambles, and I'll see you in the championship grid.
Okay, let's go
Well,
talk
I'll see you in somewhere. I'll be honest. At this point, I don't even think we can win Europa League. Like everyone's saying, oh, they'll win the Europa League. No, we're
You
not.
only won 1-0.
Against Astana because of a 17-year-old.
Let's go talk about another team that's shambolic.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
They almost crapped the bed today.
What
Yeah, that
the
would've
hell
been
is
bad.
Arsenal? They were facing Aston Villa. It ends 3-2 for the Gunners. They salvaged the
They
point.
got a
3
really early
points.
red card.
Yeah, John McGinn scores for Aston Villa in the 20th minute. I love me some John McGinn. He should have
Yeah.
been at Celtic, but hey ho, we can't make a transfer either.
Honestly, Villa is not a bad
They're
side.
not
If
bad.
you watch them play, they're pretty exciting.
not bad.
They gave Spurs a good run
Yeah.
at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
No surprise, Spurs.
Yeah, Ainsley Maitland-Niles does
Yeah.
get sent off after a second yellow in the 41st minute.
Kind of surprised they gave the penalty to Pepe.
Why?
I don't know. It's kind of early.
He hasn't played that well so far in the Premier League, so give him a goal that brings some confidence, and maybe he can build on that upon the next few games, like maybe next week.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, but the Arsenal bench I actually think is stronger than United's bench. They had
100%.
Ozil,
Yeah.
Torreira,
No,
100%.
you're not wrong.
100%.
I just
Reece
think,
Nelson,
I just
Joseph
think
Villa.
Arsenal's just missing
I think we
defenders.
just have a better defense than Chelsea and Arsenal, but we have nothing else.
But after Nicolas Pepe scored that penalty, Villa scored a second later.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal is a defense away from actually being a good team.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know, man. Like,
No, but look at their team.
Gwen-
Attackingly, they have good
Guendouzi's supposed to
players.
play really well,
Defensive midfielders, they have Guendouzi, Xhaka. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
small
well, Jack
legs.
is something.
But then, it's back four is
there's still a handful of
Tire
pieces
fire.
away. Like, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is saving this club.
okay. But
Yeah.
Arsenal is closer to being a top 3 team
that's why I'm
than
like,
United are.
Arsenal fans
Do you
are,
agree with that?
If Aubameyang didn't score that free kick, we'd be talking about Arsenal dropping points.
But do you agree they're closer to being a completed puzzle?
Emery is still working. He needs time.
Probably.
He's made good
Yeah.
signings.
I think it definitely deserves more time than Ole and
I say,
whatnot.
I agree with
I'd
you.
say
though.
Chelsea's closer than those two.
Because
at the
Frank
moment.
Lampard knows what he's doing.
That's because they haven't made a signing and yet their players.
Yeah, they're playing.
They're
well.
showing. They're
They're
playing nice football.
Yeah,
Chelsea, yeah, I like
Chelsea defenders is what they need.
clearly, but they can't sign it.
I know.
Zuma.
They
Zu-
had to sell them.
I thought Zuma looked pretty
Who's
good
on
when he
our
came in.
books, guys? Who's out on loan that can defend?
I thought Zuma looked pretty good when he came in. We didn't talk about that. Chelsea's got a few injuries too.
Everyone's getting
yeah,
injuries.
Yeah,
it
it's-
seems so.
Except for
Chelsea had 2
Except
injuries.
Liverpool,
Well,
honestly, yeah.
like knock on wood, man.
Yeah, you better.
Van Dijk goes down.
Holy.
Nah, it's okay. It'll be fine. Like Joe Gomez.
I mean, it's still decent, but
Gomez
It's-
and Matip is not Van Dijk. I'm
Matip
sorry.
is
not.
underrated.
Honestly, to me, like it doesn't
I-
matter.
I
like Matip.
I think
I
he's
would-
good. Yeah,
Gomez and Matip together would be okay. It'd
be
be
fair,
fine.
it's just
But
not
he's Van
Virgil.
Dijk.
Did Allison play? Or is that?
he's
No.
he's getting better.
yeah.
though.
So you saw you have one major injury. So
yeah, people are like worried. Oh, Allison injury. Oh no.
But what a good
I'd-
signing Adrian has been.
Oh, he's really
good
helped.
accent, brother.
Adrian, thank you.
But Arsenal. So
Yeah.
they did end up getting the win. A great free kick from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Okay, you didn't need
No,
to do
that
that.
was good.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
You can stop now.
But this leads to next Monday's fixture between Arsenal and Manchester United.
Yeah, it's gonna end about 35-50 because neither team can defend.
I don't know who's gonna win. I just,
35 to.
I'm gonna be on the plane when it's happening. So too bad.
It's on Monday.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be on a plane.
Damn.
Yeah, my flight's. I have a flight in the afternoon.
What time?
I think I'll leave it around like 12 or 11.
Oh,
I
the,
don't
oh,
know.
the, ga-
I
oh,
don't
the
know why I'm
game.
asking about your flight.
Yeah.
The game's Monday though.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's Monday at 1 p.m.
Yeah,
I
which is
work during
weird.
that, so that's.
I'm still in
Damn,
class.
I'm gonna be at work too.
I'm still in
God.
class. That's shitty.
But yeah, Arsenal are. They also had a red card, so. It was,
Yeah.
But let's just like look at some of the little smaller score lines.
Yeah,
Not
let's
too-
go through the other
I'm
scores
impressed
quickly.
by Sheffield United. They started well. Two
Yeah.
clean sheets now from them in a row.
Everton are in.
Everton's.
Although-
I think that's the next manager to go.
Yeah.
yeah, they're
I mean,
they're looking
Mina scored
rough.
an own goal.
Everton's got a good squad.
They've spent money,
fact.
and they're not producing.
This is the only. I think Sheffield United might be the bright spot of United's season. Because Dean Henderson is on loan from United. He's probably going to be De Gea's replacement in a couple...
Yeah.
Maybe in a season. But
De Gea just signed a new contract.
That's true. But he's going to be...
That's true.
He's there for a reason. He's going to be... Dean Henderson's solid keeper.
I mean, I won't comment too much on that.
Martin Stecklenburg is still playing.
The man's 37.
Jeez.
He's 37.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's not that bad for a goal.
It's
No.
his birthday today.
What are the odds of that happening? Oh
Okay,
my
quickly,
God.
I'll run through the rest of the results. 3-1 Bournemouth over Southampton. That's a good result for them.
Bournemouth's
As
looking
the
good.
Cherries are up to 6th in the Premier League.
Cherries. What
Europa
their
League
nickname?
football is the dream.
Southampton, I think they're a decent squad, but they need to start picking results against teams that are similar.
Newcastle,
caliber.
Brighton. I thought St. Maxime played pretty well. In that
Yeah,
game,
Newcastle,
but-
Brighton ends 0-0.
That was an awful game.
That was, yeah.
It was the main kickoff. Usually the time slot it was in, that's like the main
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
kickoff in
yeah.
the UK.
Yeah.
And it was
Whose idea was that?
I don't know.
Burnley beats Norwich 2-0. Huge results for both teams.
Unfortunately,
honestly.
Pookie didn't score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched this game. Norwich just couldn't pass the ball out from the back for the life of them.
And,
Who just watches Burnley Norwich?
Because I
Norwich
didn't want to
beat
watch City
City.
destroy Watford.
That's still more exciting than...
no, it's not.
To me, it is.
But Burnley are up to 9th.
Yeah, good for them.
I had
Yeah.
them mid-table. Thank you very much.
No,
Hey-oh.
didn't you have them getting relegated?
No.
I think me and you had them getting relegated,
Let me
Liam.
take a quick look
Because you
here.
said Sean Dice will be the first manager sacked.
Damn it, I did have them. Shoot. Thought I had them
I was gonna say
mid-table.
I'm pretty sure I have them like last. So.
Okay.
Liam, do you see the Premier League turning into La Liga?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
I one more thing about United.
Oh, great.
This is a theory from Lawrence from the True Geordies kickoff show.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "Is it possible that United are tanking right now, like in the States where teams tank when they know they won't win, so they're trying to save money, wait for Pep to be gone, and rebuild when it's financially achievable?"
Why would Pep go to United?
No,
No.
Pep
Say
to leave the
once-
Premier
Pep
League.
to
What?
leave because
Oh.
Pep just won't buy
has-
everything.
United has a giant bank account saved up. They just spend $300 billion
Oh.
on players from one
Oh.
transfer window.
Well, it's like how much do you think United actually has to spend on players? Probably like
They're the biggest club in the world.
yeah, like a lot. And why are they buying anyone?
But if you remember a couple months back when the whole hashtag Glazers out thing, it was proven they had huge amounts of debts
Yeah.
accumulated.
Oh, I'm sure they
So, I mean, yes, they get hundreds of millions of pounds from
Yeah.
sponsorships and this and that, but
We don't know what's going on back there.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah, that's interesting. I find that
United
funny.
need a marquee signing. No, you do.
You do.
You
The
do.
January transfer window.
I don't think
is
it's
probably
going to happen in
So
January.
Pogba wasn't a marquee signing?
He was, but that was how many years ago now?
That's still, and we need another
What about
one.
Maguire?
Yeah.
Is that really a marquee signing?
I mean, it's the
kinda
most
was.
It's a good
expensive defender of all
is,
time.
is Harry Maguire a signing
Look
that
how
was...
Di Maria turned out.
You know what I'm saying? Is Harry Maguire a signing that they snatched him away from Real
Romelu
Madrid?
Lukaku. That was a marquee
That was
sign.
that was a big one
That was a big one.
because he was good
Yeah.
before.
Well, how about we shift away from the Premier League?
Oh, let's just finish the rest of the
Yeah,
results.
Palace and Wolves tied 1-1.
Oh,
Wolves
That's,
still.
that's the
shite.
rest of the results.
Wolves-
Wolves still.
Yeah, I don't know the hell's going on over there. Maybe sack the manager.
No, Nuno's not going
I
anywhere.
mean, as soon as Watford lost 8-0, my dad.
Aston
said he
Villa's in 18th. I thought they've been doing decent, honestly.
Okay.
They make their
Milan
games
Derby.
close.
We're going to Italia now. Serie A.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lukaku,
Yeah, speaking of Romelu Lukaku, he scores a huge goal for Inter Milan as they beat AC Milan 2-0.
As you can see, what I'm looking at, Conte's high-fiving Lukaku. Very nice.
Beautiful.
good result for Inter. I think Inter, they're gonna have a good title race this year. They're looking good.
I mean, they haven't lost the game in Serie A.
Yeah, I was
They
watching
haven't even
it.
dropped
They
points.
could have been 4-0, 4-2 maybe. It's AC got kind of lucky, but Inter was hitting the post a lot.
I don't know. I think
They have actually a very good backline of Diego Godin, De Vrij, and
Yes.
Skriniar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Wow, actually.
they have a really good squad. Yeah.
Wow. And I mean, I think where Inter lack is maybe their midfield's a
no.
little bit.
People are saying the Sensi guy
Oh.
is signing of season
No,
so
I mean,
far.
but like Asamoah's agent.
Asamoah plays left wing back. I don't know what's this thing doing here.
Love me some
Yeah,
Asamoah. He's
So-
a great guy.
the Netherlands, they usually have De Ligt and Van Dijk as center back. Why is De Vrij not starting over De Ligt?
Because De Ligt has
But De Ligt's been
proven
pretty trash this season
He's
so far.
been doing well in international level though.
Oh well.
De Vrij had his
So
chance in
basically,
2014.
they have a great center back group, basically.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the Dutch know how to build players.
I mean, Wasp bought De Vrij. in
Dutch are
FIFA.
looking
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty good.
Dutch are looking good.
Yeah, Inter looked really good. They definitely looked the better team. They were pressing pretty well. I don't know what this Milan midfield is, and like they have better players they can use, and they start this
Kalinoglu.
Bigly and
Kessie's
Kessie.
not bad. I mean, Piontek looked okay, but
Fabio Barini is on the bench.
I mean, AC Milan have the African tournament player of the tournament, Benacer. Why are they not playing him?
who?
Benacer.
I don't really know who that is.
He's very good.
That's good to know.
No, but
don't
I get what
know.
you're meaning.
Yeah,
Milan
like,
do have
I was
some
kind of
good teams.
surprised this game.
They do have a 37-year-old, Pepe Reina.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
But like this has been a constant theme so far. Like AC Milan not playing.
Their best players.
Yeah, and that's been frustrating a lot of AC Milan fans I've been reading, and a lot of them want the manager sacked after 4 games.
Who is their manager now?
Gianpaolo. He was Sampdoria manager
So
last
where's
season.
Gattuso? Gattuso just walked out.
Gattuso, he left. He's just chilling.
He's
whatever.
chilling.
He was never a good manager. Let's be for real.
I mean, he was better than this.
he was just angry all the time.
I mean, he almost got AC Milan to the Champions League.
Yeah, that's fair.
And especially with like not that much coaching experience. I don't know. It's just really frustrating if you're an AC Milan fan. Like, they're not really. These players are not being creative enough. They're not creating chances. Like they have Piontek, who's one of the greatest goal scorers in the world.
Okay,
You
let's relax there.
He's not wrong.
You
He
just
had one good
He's not
season.
wrong.
I miss AC Milan with like Ibra and all those players.
You
Though.
haven't seen
Like,
them for
oh,
5 years.
I miss that. It was the best.
That's when United won the Premier League. Like, come
He
on, man.
misses those years.
Yeah, those are good times. Trust me, man. I know.
I miss that AC Milan.
But
The
Liam,
2006 World Cup. Where was that?
Liam, you've been Inter's biggest hater this past year.
They're doing decent.
Do you think they can, with a Juventus in transition? Do you think they can?
No.
I don't know. I think
Inter
he
Milan's
might-
not going to win Serie A.
I think he's gonna. There's a chance.
I still don't. I still
don't
see
know,
Inter
Juventus.
Milan and Napoli will battle out for second.
I don't know. Juventus just there's something about them that I don't know. I don't.
They won 2-1 today.
some
Yeah, but
Did you see the screamer by Aaron Ramsey? Screamers.
Yeah.
Screamers.
Because Aaron Ramsey's pretty decent.
I watched part of the game. Towards the end, Hellas Verona should have tied it. They were very
Yeah.
unlucky not to
Like,
get a
But
draw.
Juventus are always like this. They always
they're
are slow.
they never
For me,
like
they're-
stomp
for me-
teams
No.
either.
Yeah,
They just
their results are never convincing for me.
well, that's
But they get the results.
and Pinaldo happens.
Pinaldo.
Like, come on, man. You're still Pelle's in Italy. They call him better than Messi.
I agree though. Something
21
something seems a little off
Yeah,
with Juventus, is even in the Champions League.
I think
game
they're
that
just
I
trying to
watched.
figure out their
Liam,
perfect starting
21
lineup.
Yeah.
shots, only 3 on target.
That's okay.
I
I think they're just trying to figure out their best starting 11 at the moment.
This long takes him.
Well, and you know,
But Inter-
with Sarri's the new manager, it takes time to transition
Oh
from
my
a
God,
fully.
they're-
He is trying a new
Yeah.
back.
He's going from a defensive to an offensive style.
Yeah.
It could look really good towards the end of the season, and it could look good next week. But right now, it's some awkward things going on.
they lost Cancelo
They
as
have
well.
a really good bench. I gotta be honest. I'm looking here. You got Chesney on the bench, Dolit, Pjanic,
I don't-
Khedira,
why didn't you
Mandzukic,
play-
Higuain, Emre Can, Rugani, Rabiot, and Bernadeschi.
It's
That's
alright.
a decent bench. Come on.
I think it's overrated.
I prefer Luigi Vitali. That's he's on Verona's bench. That's a nice Italian name.
Luigi Verdoni.
Luigi Vitali.
They have Liam Henderson.
They have Liam Henderson. Yeah,
You know who that is?
he's a Celtic player.
He is.
How do you end up
They,
with
they sold him. They have his brother now, Ewan Henderson.
Is he
always-
better?
I don't know. He's young. He's like 16.
It's always weird seeing like Scottish players in
It makes
abroad.
no sense.
It's
Yeah.
like, is
But
that
I
one
guess he's
guy?
been doing well
Is that
since
one
he's
guy that
gone.
plays in Portugal? Is a Scottish player that plays in Portugal? I think I can't remember. his name.
Oh.
No, you're talking about
young.
yes, he's playing for Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah, I know.
He was dubbed the next like the Scottish Ronaldo, and it just never happened.
Well, I mean, he's still probably young, but
yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
I
I'm
mean-
not sure what's happening in Italy.
Napoli won.
Are we surprised?
Napoli
Not
won
really.
4-1.
I think
Roma
so,
got 2-1 victory.
Atalanta still conceding goals.
Atalanta are trash. Thank you very much.
Imagine
I missed it.
if Liam was there for the
Liam
Champions
was
League
team,
one.
Frank Ribery did score for Fiorentina, so good for him.
Yeah, that's great. It's great. He's come in, learned the language.
Frank Ribery got taken off the field by Kevin Prince Boateng. That's a substitution for the ages.
Well, yeah, there's a club here on Google, Lecce, and they don't even have a badge.
Who?
Lecce.
Lecce,
The guys
they don't
that
even
lost
have a badge on
to
Google.
Napoli?
It's right.
Yeah, they lost 4-1.
Yeah.
Their badge actually looks really nice, but it doesn't show up on Google. It's weird.
They have Mancuso, who used to play for Montreal Impact.
No, congrats, you're not playing for that dog shit.
He's not wrong.
All right.
Let's move on.
Is there anything else here? Not really.
Let's move on to Spain.
Oh my days! What a weekend!
Someone's
Like,
it's just Lucas's like
I felt like the passion and excitement of the oh my days.
that sounds like every frat boy after
It's like-
a long weekend, like after drinking and partying at the club. Lucas is like La Liga.
I'm surprised Lucas doesn't say that for the league.
Let's do it.
League
Barcelona.
Lost 2-0. Hey, the
Granada.
same amount of losses as United, so how the mighty have fallen.
This is the worst start to a Barcelona campaign for the past 25 years. So the question is,
Why is that reason?
because they just
No.
can't defend.
They're
I was gonna say there's no Messi, but
Listen, man,
they're terrible
you
away
cannot
from
rely
home.
on one man
but
who's
that's what
35.
that's what they do
Or
though, and
32,
it's
or
but with that kind of a team, the fact that they do rely on them is
It's ridiculous.
I mean, they don't really do much against Dortmund either.
No, Dortmund. No, but he came on in like the 70th
Yeah.
minute, and it was his first game.
And
I mean, look, one shot on target.
No, it's
So, all this money spent on Griezmann.
yeah, they spent money on this French player. He's not doing well. Like, why did he?
on this friend.
They've spent 200 million.
Le
on French
clown.
players the past
Le
2 years.
clown.
The only good signing so far has been Frankie De Jong. He's been playing well for them.
He's been okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they got Firpo at right back.
Left back.
There you go.
He was awful. He made a mistake for the first goal. They had to sub him off, put Nelson Semedo at left back, and he's never played in that position
So
before.
why do they not start Mr. Fatty?
He did play?
Did they start him?
No,
Exactly. So the guy scores you a goal. Keep him going.
because you don't want to burn out a player that's
Especially
that
that
young.
young, yeah.
Ansu.
But like they got Sergio Roberto at center mid. Oh, the days of
This team's a mess.
Remember the days of Xavi and Iniesta in that midfield? Now they got Sergio Roberto.
He's always been there.
I know,
No,
but
but he's
it's
got
just,
a point. It's a step down.
I mean, maybe La Masia is starting to crank it up.
Hey,
a notch,
I
but-
remember when I was in Spain, I was watching the Barcelona TV,
Yeah.
and I was watching the under 11s. I was like, "Oh my god, these guys are nuts!
Yeah.
Like these guys have beat every Canadian team ever."
Oh, probably.
Like,
Yeah.
But
We have to give praise to Granada.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
they beat
like,
Barcelona.
they-
What are the standings looking like?
Oh, really interesting, actually.
good conversation topic.
Bilbao's in
Yeah,
first.
Athletic Bilbao was at first. Real Madrid second.
The tie on points, but there's no behind on goal differential. Granada are third, Sociedad fourth, Sevilla fifth, Atletico Madrid sixth, Valencia seventh, and Barcelona are in eighth.
Barcelona's
Jeez. That's what's going on.
that's not
Well,
good.
if we look at the game, at the Granada-Barcelona game, like you said, starting 11-wise, it's a bit all over the place. You got a guy named Carlos Perez up top with Suarez and Griezmann.
The thing
Suarez
is
is past his best. Griezmann is clearly not in good form.
yeah.
Messi's coming back from injury. Ansu Fati is 16. Can't really rely on that.
Yeah.
They got Arturo Vidal on the bench. They got Arthur. They got Sergio Busquets. There's not a lot of quality there. I mean, I'm saying not a lot of quality. Messi's on the bench, but there's not depth that they can bring on to score them goals. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
honestly, they're probably missing Coutinho right now pretty badly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, Coutinho,
of course,
scored
Messi,
a great goal today.
Messi being injured, of course. Dembele.
Did you see the starting striker for Granada?
No.
Roberto Soldado. That guy's still around.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, Real Madrid,
All
they
right.
get a 1-0 victory over Sevilla.
So that was a big very big win.
Goal by Karim Benzema in the 64th minute.
Benzema has been doing good. Getting the stardom, I guess.
Yeah, he's back. He's back in the starting lineup.
He's not just in the shadow of CR7.
Yeah.
Good.
Hazard has had a slow start to his career there, but
I mean,
should be okay.
Well, the funny thing is they brought in like this front three to replace that front three, and then the old front three is like, hey, we're actually just gonna play and play good.
Congrats, you have 2 front threes.
When you look at depth, when you look at forward depth, that's what United need.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You don't even have one.
Real Madrid has like 6
is there
front
else left?
forwards.
That was Spain, basically.
I mean, Atletico Madrid lost. I mean, tied.
Yeah, they tied.
Well, I mean, there's still there's a title race going on right now. It's a cool title race, damn.
Yeah, the Liga's looking wild. It's interesting.
Quickly though, in Germany, like you said, Bayern Munich get a 4-0 victory over Köln.
And
Philip Coutinho scored a goal.
And Robert Lewandowski scored 2.
Good for him.
Best striker in Europe. Let's be honest here.
Probably.
And he could have had 3rd, but he said, you know what, Felipe, have the penalty.
What a nice man.
I know, he's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, only the national team's a bit better.
2-2 Dortmund versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, Frankfurt last year were a team that was pushing top 3 or top 4.
They were pushing for the 4th place, but then they kind of balled it towards the end of the year.
I think, Lewandowski, he's making a case for himself. I think he could be the top goal scorer for the 2020 season.
Golden boot across Europe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think people are kind of sleeping on him because he had a kind of a slow season compared to last year or most years. But 9 goals already.
Looking at the Bundesliga title, you have RB Leipzig on top.
It's a lot of goals.
Yeah, like
5 games, 9 goals. It's ridiculous.
Is it too early to say Robert Lewandowski for 2020 Ballon d'Or?
Yes, it is very early.
It's
very early.
2020.
But yeah, Leipzig are on top of the table with 13. Bayern Munich are on 11, and Dortmund are on 10. That quite possibly could be your final 3 at the end in some order. It's a good chance.
Wow, could you read what Marco Reus said to a Sky Sport reporter after Dortmund conceded a late equalizer to Eintracht Frankfurt?
Yeah. Marco Reus, a Sky Sports reporter. You're pissing me off with your mentality bullshit week in and week out. We didn't concede the goal because of low mentality. We conceded because of weak defensive efforts.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Marco.
Tell him as it is.
And then Jose Mourinho apparently... Actually, never mind. There's no point in saying that. Let's move on.
Well,
more
is there much
stuff
else
of
to move
Jose.
on to?
I mean, Ajax tied PSV today.
Lovely.
Milan scored.
Yes.
Quickly,
Great
PSG
FIFA.
did beat Lyon 1-0 with a late Neymar goal.
He seems to be doing that a lot.
Yeah, he does. Lyon, though, have not had a great start to Ligue 1. They are in 9th.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, that's what happens when you sell 3 of your best players.
But they still have their best player.
No, they don't.
They do. They have Musa. They do.
You know, not scoring against PSG.
Musa Dembele.
What is this, a musical?
Moose.
Well, I think that's pretty much all of Europe at this moment. We've covered pretty much everything.
I got a little bit of a final question.
Sure.
Saw on Twitter.
Okay.
Would Drogba in his prime bully Van Dijk? Somebody posed that. I'm like, I don't think so.
So basically, would Drogba get the better of Van Dijk?
Yeah.
In a word, no.
Van Dijk is...
Van Dijk, I think it'd be a very good battle. Like, physically, they're both there. Mentally, they're both there. Speed, they're both there. It'd be a very,
Look at Lucas's face.
it'd be a very even battle.
Yeah.
I think Van Dijk would score. I think Drogba would score on Van Dijk, but I think Van Dijk would also.
He wouldn't get bullied.
I don't think so.
No, somebody posed that on Twitter. I'm like, what?
Oh, it was on Twitter?
Yeah.
I heard that question in like a video.
Yeah, it was weird, and I was like, I don't think that's no.
It's hard to say because you don't see it.
And then someone,
In FIFA, you will.
And then someone also responded, well, Zlatan would bully Van Dijk, and then it's like, Zlatan could barely
Zlatan
score the
doesn't have
Premier
the
League.
pace to
I mean,
bully Van
Zlatan
Dijk.
was not in his prime in the Premier League. Someone was like, he was in the Premier League already. He
No,
could
but
barely do anything.
he doesn't have the pace. Drogba has the
Oh, no.
size, speed, and physicality.
Well, the person said about Ibra in the Premier League. Mangala had him in his pocket or whatever. But I mean, it was Zlatan,
Mangala.
an aging Zlatan, who said, buy him.
Best City center back.
Mangala.
That's where City needs to go back.
Yeah.
They had him, but they sent him out on loan.
I know him.
I think Drogba was one of the biggest game players
He's the
ever.
I think in
Yeah.
my mind, if I'm building a Premier League 11, he's my striker.
If you were in a
Drogba's
cup final,
fantastic.
he'd probably score a goal. In it.
Yeah,
Drogba's
he
fantastic.
shows up.
But against Van
Drogba.
Dijk, I don't know. I'm very biased, so I say no.
I'm saying
Van Dijk is
good battle.
good. Like,
Wouldn't believe
If
it.
Van, Dijk,
shown
if
it.
Van Dijk wins the Ballon d'Or, I could officially say I've watched a Ballon d'Or player play football.
Live.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
watched him play Ross County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Van Dijk's turned out to be one of the best defenders we've probably seen in a while,
Yeah.
and especially in this
I-
generation.
He'll go
Think
down in
he-
the same conversation as like your Maldini.
I think he's.
Oh, 100%. Are you kidding me?
It's only been 1.5 seasons, Liam.
Lucas, the man
Lucas,
is
he's
brilliant.
Maldini did it for a
Fantastic.
decade.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
cute.
wouldn't compare him to
He was also
Maldini.
doing it in the middle of nowhere.
Maldini was
Italy.
also playing wing back. I mean, I would compare.
Yeah,
more-
Maldini was playing farmers.
I think
No,
Like-
he wasn't. He was in the best league in the world. at
Serie
the
A
time.
was pretty good back
It
then.
was,
man.
but there was also a lot
They were
of crap
making World
teams.
Cup finals.
No, but listen, there was a lot. The top teams were great, but the bottom teams were not.
How do you know that?
Because I can just see stats. Like, you can just look at them and go, okay, these guys were not good.
I'm sorry, but I still gotta have to agree with Liam with the Van Dijk though. Van Dijk is
He's
man. If he wins a Ballon d'Or now too,
I
like,
think
he
he's, I
is
think he's
in
the
a league of his
best
own.
best center back we've.
it's
probably
hard
seen.
to. It is hard to like
He's
be
probably-
like
yep.
he's as good as Maldini
Best
as quick as he is,
center
but
back
like
we've seen since Puyol.
I was going to say Vidic.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna say Vidic.
Some people say Vidic is overrated.
Some
Yeah,
people say,
okay.
you know, he can crunch you any day.
stop that, man. No,
Some people say
don't-
Jaap Stam's better.
They're both pretty.
There was a
good.
lot of good defense.
Look, there was in that Premier League decade from 2000 to 2010. There was a bunch of defenders.
Oh, there were so many.
I'm talking
The Premier
Europe in
League was
general.
just great in general from that decade.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but so
It's just good now too.
I mean, it's hard to compare players from two different
It is,
eras
100%.
because the games changes so much over
I think it's fair to
decades.
say maybe Italy's had better strikers, but
I mean,
Del
I mean,
Balotelli.
anyways, I
Mario.
think that's time we wrap
I
it
think
up.
that wraps it up. Yeah, I agree. You know, like I said, this is our 100th episode, so there will be our little clip coming up now of our best moments.
If you're still here.
If you're still here, we appreciate it, of course. If you are new to the podcast, like I said, make sure you are subscribed, hit like, comment down below, share us with your friends, help us get our name out there. So, from myself, Liam, from Waz, Lucas, and Greg, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. And for the 100th time, this has been yet another week in the beautiful game. See you next time. Welcome to the new episode of the 90th Minute. We're here in Lucas's basement. We got the horses. We're looking good today.
And today's
And-
youth have missed out on one of the greatest World Cups of all time. No, the greatest World Cup of all time until Poland wins the World Cup. Wow.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What's Scotland gonna win? The
oh, that was a fail right there.
what?
That's on camera too.
What?
He was looking for a high five. You just completely ignored him.
Oh my god.
I recognized who he was, but I didn't know his name. I was like, oh, he's like, oh, I'm Ray J. I was like, who is that? I tried.
Oh my
I
god.
was trying to go there. I was like, who? Like, I recognize the name and everything. I was like, and I was like, he was talking about like, oh, he's gonna he wants to live his life his way. He doesn't want the media telling him what to do and everything. And I was like, okay, man, you do whatever you want. I don't really care who you are. And then I was in the car ride home, and I was like, Ray J, I know who that is. And yeah,
And what connection does he have to the world of football?
nothing.
Why are we talking about Ray J on a football podcast?
You brought it up.
Yeah.
Lucas, I blame you.
Thank you. For...
Question: what kind of dental plan do you think Wayne Rooney's gonna be
Oh
getting
my
at DC
God.
United?
I don't know.
You think, yeah, I'd like to see these medical plans that maybe some players get.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
First game, Russia, Saudi Arabia.
Interesting.
You weren't really looking forward to it, Liam.
I wasn't. I gotta be honest. I wasn't even gonna watch it.
And whilst you were a bit indifferent,
I was looking forward to it because I expected more from Saudi Arabia. I predicted them second in the group, and it's clearly not going to happen.
But I wouldn't really trust our predictions because they're all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know what you. Well, I mean, for you guys, definitely.
Let's be honest here. No one's predicted this World Cup.
I mean, I think I've got one team right.
when people have when Russia's in this quarterfinals.
I mean, at least I've got one team right so far in this tournament.
Congratulations, Waz. You got 1 out of 32.
I mean, what weren't you guys, Mr. Germany in the World Cup final?
I had Germany winning the
Yeah,
tournament.
exactly, Mr. Brazil,
oh come on, they were
Hey,
favorites
Mr.
to win.
Argentina in the semifinals.
Hey,
Let's go back to Liam for a second. He asked us for his thoughts on just give me some questions to answer. I'm like, okay, Liam, what are your thoughts on the Vidal move? He just doesn't respond. I'm like, Liam, I'm like, all right. And then he asked the question again. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. And we have an anonymous figure in the background who will be helping us with this episode. So his name doesn't really, I don't know. We're going to not mention his name unless Lucas wants to.
Our guest today, who is behind the camera, and if you're listening on audio, well, can you say something?
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, that's him. He won't talk too much today. He'll let us know what teams to talk about, and he'll give some input as well. So, Greg, who should we talk about first?
And yeah, let's kick off with Manchester United.
Why?
Because they're the greatest talking point in the history of football.
I don't like this anymore.
It's the best
This is not a
thing.
fun game to watch.
It's fantastic.
I woke up because the game was at 5:30 in the morning, and my dad walks in the room. United lose 3-1 to West Ham. Mourinho must be fired. I'm like,
I mean, he's kind of right.
this is the start to my day. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I didn't blame him at first, so I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh my god, it's real.
I
Lost to West.
Everyone, welcome back to the 90th minute. Before we kick it off, let's address the David Luiz in the room here.
Hi.
This is producer Greg, Mr. Greg. You've heard him over the weeks. We call him many different names. He is making his first on-camera appearance, I guess. So
Yep.
Welcome to the 90th minute.
First off.
Oh,
Sorry, that's done.
producer Greg is back.
Well, right now anyone can help them.
Monaco or current?
Go to Celtic.
Get off.
That's a retirement home. Okay, this is our life. This is Tottenham.
Yeah.
That'd be a great show title. This is Tottenham. We bottle chances.
What do you think of Tottenham? Shit. What do you think of shit? Tottenham. I love Bayern because they are, in my mind, a juggernaut.
Yeah.
They are a titan, some would say.
There you go. You got it right. Congratulations. You won an award.
Piss off. Yeah, so basically, Real Madrid are crap. Barcelona have taken the beautiful Los Blancos and wiped their asses with it.
I love that. That's a good way of saying it.
The fraud has scored a goal, so he's back on the
Not a
goals.
fraud.
Hey, he's a
fraud.
one season wonder.
He's a low tier fraud.
He's
A
high-tier
low tier
player.
fraud. I
think
like
that's
that.
I think that's a good way to
That's
say
coin. That's trademark.
low
That's right
tier
now.
He's still been
fraud.
Listen,
good.
Mohamed Salah had a fantastic
Yeah.
first year at Liverpool.
still
Lucas, he's
doing
not
good.
doing as well.
But
He had 8 games without a goal.
Yeah, if this is a bad season for Mohamed Salah, what do you say about Aguero? He has like one more goal than Salah.
Aguero's been brilliant though in terms
And
of what he's
that's-
contributed to the team. How many assists does Mohamed Salah have compared
More-
to Aguero?
Way more.
Way more.
Does
He's
he?
also a
I
winger.
don't know if he does.
Yeah, Salah has 18 goals, 7 assists.
Aguero actually probably has a good amount of assists.
Aguero has 19 goals, 7 assists.
I was gonna say, like, I think Aguero, because
Listen,
they just score
Aguero's
so
been
much.
damn good.
Yeah, City's just been.
I
damn
stand
good.
corrected, I guess.
That is foot in mouth, I believe. They
I-
say.
I-
Of course, I don't watch. I watch him in the Champions League.
So you watch Shakhtar. So how do you know they did well in Champions League qualification?
I just said I watch him in the Champions League, and the fact that they get to the Champions League is a big thing. They're not coming from a league with a wealth of riches. You know, they don't even have a stadium to play in at
I
this
need
point.
you to pipe down.
Mate, their stadium is currently a Russian military base. So I mean,
we're not talking politics here.
we're not. I'm just saying.
Please stop. Why would you sign David Luiz?
Because who else do they have? He's honestly, on paper, their best defender.
Yeah, and he's conceding how many penalties?
Yeah. Greg loves the man.
I mean, I like him because he's offensively.
That's not what a defender has to do.
I get what you're
he
saying,
scores
though. I
banger
get what you're
free
saying,
kicks.
though.
That's back in the 2014 World Cup. Oh my, get your ass off this guy's face, man. The Portuguese national team is kind of, let's be honest, miles ahead of Argentina.
Bullshit.
What are you saying, dude?
Don't smash it in my face.
Phenomenal.
It's pretty tasty, to be honest. You went right down my shirt. Thanks.
All right, Lane, you want to send us away?
Well, from all of us, the 90th minute, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.
Blame Aaron Ramsey.
I mean, Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard were pretty similar. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just one knew how to score and the other knew how to slip. I'm sorry. That's okay.